her kindness.
Her kind.
Yeah, and she was very fond of her children. What a amazing gift from God.
Died on my 17th birthday. That's what I'll never forget of her. And she was a loving mother.
Lots of memories. I think I drive, and always positivity is something that I do carry with me.
Any child.
My children, all three of them have taught me to be more tolerant, more accepting of other children and children with different ways and beliefs.
I think they have taught you to have patience and to just love them unconditionally.
Over the years, Zachary has taught me an incredible amount of patience. He tests me most times, but he knows I love him to bits. That unconditional love comes straight from my heart. I thank God every day for choosing me to be his mom.
So for me, what does it mean to be a mom? Being a mom of 3 boys means it's terribly tiring. It means fun and games and lots of laughter, but often tears. It means that every day I give of myself selflessly because I want to, because that's the love that Christ has given me for these boys. Being a mother has moved me to become more Christ-like so that they can see His light shine through me. It's not easy being a mom, but it surely is a God-given privilege.
Yeah.
Being a mom means to me the unconditional love that I have for my children and the unconditional love that they have for me. And just being family and being a mother is the most amazing thing that God has given me, the gift of life for 2 precious children that I have.
So being a mom to me means love. It's the love that I'm able to share with my kids and able to pass that love on to them in order to share that with others. Thanks. As a parent, it's just to be patient because you can't always do things. Sometimes we want to do things in our own nature and to hurry it, and then it's not always such a good thing. So motherhood has really taught me to take one day at a time and to just do one task at one time, not to overthink too much and to just live in this day that God has given us and God has blessed us with. And it's been an awesome privilege to be a mother. Thanks be to God.
The sweetest thing that my 3 kids have done for me was written me love letters to apologize for being naughty, but they still love me. The biggest thing that my kids have ever done for me was to clean the kitchen.
I was about 6 years old and I was busy sewing at the table, and he sat behind me on the counter and he said to me, "Mom, do you want some coffee?" And I said, "Yes, you can make me some coffee." And you know, the nicest part when I got the coffee, it wasn't just coffee, it was coffee and tea. And for me that was so amazing because that was the first step for him to learn how to make coffee and tea. So I said to him, "My darling, I love what you did, but coffee is only coffee and tea is only tea." That was so amazing for me.
I started believing in love at first sight.
Okay, yeah.
I think it was overwhelming because to think you have 2 kids and how you're going to cope with them. But I think as time went on and with the support that I have, I think it got easier. And I think with kids, you have your insecurities, but then as time goes on, they sort of give you their purpose and their joy, and you forget about the insecurities and you go on because you think that you realize the bigger purpose of what you're doing and the big responsibility that you have to rear them and you have to bring them up in a certain way. And I think that is what gives you the strength, because you know where your strength comes from, and it's from God, and you can't do it without God. So prayer is important, especially as a parent, and in the times that we live in, prayer is important to keep them in God's hands.
When Jared was born, I fell in love all over again.
One of the greatest gifts that God has given to me in my life is the joy and privilege of being a mother. When Rachel was born, I looked at this tiny little baby with almost a sense of disbelief. Here was a human being so precious, so beautiful. Yes, of course, that's a mother's bias. Some people might tell you she wasn't that beautiful, but to me, she was just perfect. In fact, she was born with an extra finger called a digit. So for a moment, I had a bit of a shock, but it was a great relief to hear from the doctor that that really wasn't a problem and was quite common, and he dealt with it straight away. But I looked at her and I thought, here is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. And I was in awe at the miracle and the wonder of life.